Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Do you ever find yourself translating in your head before you speak English? You form a perfect sentence in your native language, then you search for the English words, and by the time you're ready to speak, the conversation has already moved on. Ugh, I know, it's so frustrating. Well, today, we're going to fix that. I am going to share some powerful techniques to help you stop translating and start thinking directly in English. So, why is thinking in English so important? It's the key to fluency. When you think directly in the language, your speech becomes faster, more natural, and you start to understand native speakers with ease. It's like unlocking a new level in your language learning journey. The goal is to make English your brain's default operating system, not just an app you open when you need it. Okay, so how do we start? The first step is surprisingly simple. Start small. You don't need to write a novel in your head. Begin by naming objects around you in English. Look at your desk, laptop, mug, pen, notebook, lamp. Do this every single day. When you're walking outside, do the same thing. Tree, car, building, sidewalk, sky. This builds a direct connection between the object and the English word, completely bypassing your native language. It feels a bit silly at first, but trust me, this simple habit is incredibly effective. Once you're comfortable with single words, it's time to level up to simple sentences. I'm talking about your internal monologue, that little voice inside your head. Instead of thinking, "I'm hungry, I should get some food" in your native language, try to think it in English. It might be clunky at first. Maybe you can only manage "I am hungry." That's perfect. Then, a few days later, you might think, "I am hungry, I want food." Then, "I'm hungry, I'm going to the kitchen." See how it builds? You're narrating your own life in English. Describe what you're doing. "I am making coffee. I am pouring the water. Now I am adding the coffee grounds." This constant, low-pressure practice is pure gold. Now for a huge tip: change your environment. This is a game changer. Switch the language on your phone, your computer, and your social media apps to English. Why? Because you use these things every single day. You will be forced to understand and interact with English constantly. You'll learn words like settings, notifications, and share without even trying. You're creating an immersive English environment for yourself, which makes thinking in English feel much more natural and necessary. Another powerful technique is to use an English-to-English dictionary. When you come across a new word, don't look up its translation in your native language. Instead, look up its definition in English. This forces you to stay within the English zone. You learn the new word in the context of other English words you already know, which builds a stronger network of vocabulary in your brain. It's like building a web. Instead of just a list of translations, this method deepens your understanding and helps you grasp the nuances of the language. Finally, you need to consume as much English content as you can, but do it actively. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, and read books in English. The key here is not to just let it wash over you. Pay attention to how people express themselves. Notice the phrases they use. If you hear a cool expression, pause and repeat it. Try to use it in a sentence in your head. The more you expose yourself to natural, flowing English, the more your brain will start to recognize its patterns and rhythms, and eventually begin to replicate them in your own thoughts. So, to recap, start by naming objects, then narrate your day with simple sentences. Change your device language to English. Use an English-only dictionary, and actively consume English media. It won't happen overnight, but if you're consistent with these techniques, I promise you'll see a massive difference. You'll stop the mental gymnastics of translation and start thinking and speaking with the confidence and fluency you've always wanted. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more language learning tips. Let me know in the comments which technique you're going to try first. See you in the next one.